We're here for another week of Sports Ball Sports Picks. I'm Dan and he's Isaac.
Yep.
How are we doing?
Good.
Good. So last week we uploaded our picks for the first time this year, and we had a whole bunch of people like and comment about our video. What do you think of that?
Yeah.
Yeah, so thanks to everybody who watched, everybody who commented. We read all the comments, right?
Mm-hmm.
Most of them were good.
Yeah. They better have been, or that would be kind of a rude comment.
Yeah, don't be rude to us. Be nice to us when you comment. But
and if you want to say something mean, don't say it.
Oh, you can say it as long as it's about him. Just only nice things about me. But we enjoyed everybody who made comments, and we enjoyed reading those. That was fun. So we're back again by popular demand. People want to hear us again, so we're going to do it for a second time. And before we make our picks for this week, let's talk a little bit about last week. Last week was the wild card round, and we both made picks, and we were pretty similar on our picks, as you recall.
Yeah.
What was the one game we disagreed on?
It was Commanders versus Bucks. You won that one. Commanders off the upright winner.
Yeah, they kicked that ball right off the upright. So you went 3-3, which not real great. I didn't do a whole lot better. I was 4-2. We both missed that Chargers-Texans game. Both thought the Chargers going to win. We both missed the Vikings. We thought the Vikings were going to win, but the Rams came through in that one. And then obviously you missed that Buccaneers one. So here's what I want to know from you before we start. What surprised you the most about the wild card round?
I would say one of those things would be the Texans versus the Chargers. I thought that'd be an easy win for the Chargers. They were on the road, a home team, home environment, and they just kind of blow them out. Yeah.
It wasn't very close, was it?
Yeah.
I'd say for me, probably the biggest surprise was some poor quarterback play. The Texans game was against the Chargers, certainly one of those, with Justin Herbert throwing 4 interceptions. I don't know if anybody would have picked up on that. I thought Sam Darnold played really poorly. He threw a pick and had a bad fumble in that game. Jordan Love, I think, played pretty poorly against the Eagles. Now, we should give some credit to the defenses as well. But so those are some of the things that stood out to us, I guess, as we get going here. Now, are you ready to make picks? Are you ready to start the divisional round?
Yeah.
You got all your picks in your mind, or do you make them off the top of your head?
Well, I guess you'll see how I turn out.
Okay. As always with our picks, we don't condone going to the casino and betting on our picks.
No. We would never do that. I'm not good enough.
No, nor are you old enough to wager anything at this point. Even when you are, you should not use your own picks as betting leverage.
Yep.
So here we go. Are you ready to jump into them?
Yep.
All right, let's start with the Saturday game. A team that had a bye. The Kansas City Chiefs are hosting the Houston Texans, fresh off their win against the Chargers. Your pick first on this one. Do you like Texans or the Chiefs?
I think the Chiefs have had some lucky wins this year, but I do not think C.J. Stroud and the Texans are good enough to play against the Chiefs. The Chiefs are just a really good football team, and I don't think the Texans can beat them.
Okay, well, you didn't think C.J. Stroud could win last week either against the Chargers. Why this week?
Well, this is a team that's won the Super Bowl back-to-back years, and the Texans this year, originally, I didn't think they would make the playoffs, and then they got that win last week, giving them some big stuff. But I still think the Chiefs will win. Chiefs are a really good team. But, yeah.
Okay. I'm going to agree with you, I think. Let me talk myself into it first, because I don't think that the Chiefs are a great offensive team. They've showed that this year. There's been struggles now and then. But they are playing at Arrowhead Stadium, and that is a difficult place to play, especially once you get to the months of January and into February. that is a place that nobody wants to play. Now, I think it's not going to be so much because of Mahomes and Kelsey in the offense, but I think the Chiefs' defense is going to be what's going to propel them in this game. I will agree with you. We'll both take Chiefs to win the first Saturday game. Next game, you want to introduce the next game?
Yeah, it's going to be Commanders against the Lions.
Lions are coming off the first bye that they've ever had as the number 1 seed in the playoffs. Lions, of course, never been to the Super Bowl. And you've got the Commanders led by a rookie quarterback. I guess this is my game to pick first, right?
Yep.
Okay. So, I really like the Commanders. I really like everything that they've done this year. I thought they had a great win against Tampa last week on the road. But I think going to Ford Field is a completely different animal. And Ford Field is got to be one of the loudest stadiums in the NFL right now. And I think that could play some tricks on a new rookie quarterback. The Lions also are getting David Montgomery back in this one. We'll see what kind of juice that he's got in the engine here after having a few weeks off to injury. I will take the Lions. I like the Lions fairly comfortably in this one. I'll take the Lions 34-17 over the Commanders.
Okay. What I gotta say about the Lions is their defense is terrible. Their defense is not good.
They were pretty good against Sam Darnold the other day, though.
Yeah, but their offense is what leads them and wins them games. Because their defense, you can tell, does not win them games. Their offense is what wins them games. Commanders had a good special win last week, I should say. Field goal win and a last-second drive. But, I think the Lions team has a big enough offense to, and they're going to score a lot in this game. I think the Lions are a really good team, and they're at home. Give me the Lions. It's just that the Lions are a very good team.
Yeah, I think the Commanders are going to have a hard time stopping that Lions running game. I think the Commanders are like 30th in the league against the run, and that's what the Lions love to do. As much as you look at the Lions as a team who puts up a lot of points, a lot of that comes out of their running game and passing to Gibbs and Montgomery. So we agree. We both like the Lions in this one.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's turn our attention then to the games on Sunday. The first game on Sunday, the early afternoon game, you've got the Rams traveling to Philadelphia to play the Eagles. Rams off I don't know if you want to call it an upset win, maybe a surprise win against the Vikings. I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't be surprised by that. But you've got the Eagles with their powerful defense that sacked Darnold 9 times the other night. This is your pick. Who do you like in Rams-Eagles?
Rams had a good win last week, but this Eagles team is really good, including Saquon Barkley, and like you said, the Eagles defense. And I think the Eagles are a really good team, especially at home. I think this will be a Eagles win at home. Okay.
I agree with you in the sense that the Eagles have a really good defense. But I also thought that Sam Darnold looked completely off the last 2 weeks. So maybe the Rams defense looked better than it was, and the Eagles defense against the Packers maybe looked better than it was. Maybe there's a little bit of coming back to the mean here. There's just something about this Rams team that I like, and I really want to pick them because I think the storyline of setting up Matthew Stafford coming back to Detroit for the NFC Championship game could be wild. Back to Detroit for an NFC title game with a Super Bowl on the road, on the line. Could you imagine if the Lions lost that game, how horrible that would feel inside?
Two years in a row with losses in the NFC Championship.
Yeah.
That'd be too bad.
Yep. But I recall last year the Rams, they've got talent. And I'm going to take the Rams to beat the Eagles. I think that they've got enough offense. And I'm a little concerned about the Eagles' offense. Outside of Saquon, their passing game doesn't look right at this point. A.J. Brown enjoys reading books, I guess, on the sidelines. Maybe he's just comfortable. I don't know what the deal is. But I am going to take the Rams with an upset win on the road against the Eagles. How do you like that one?
Okay.
You surprised you with that pick?
Yeah, I was.
Okay.
Our last pick, this is going to be Ravens against the Bills.
This is a fascinating game to me. Ravens against the Bills. I've read, I think this week, that the Bills have been favored every time in 17 home playoff games. They've been favored. And this is the first time that they're not favored. I think the Ravens are favored by a point, something like that. Ravens, to me, are the type of team that can go in and knock off Josh Allen. They've got enough offense. They can keep that clock moving. The running game that they have between Derrick Henry and Lamar Jackson, I think that's going to be the difference. I think the Ravens will go on the road to Buffalo and knock off the Bills, setting up a Ravens-Chiefs AFC Championship game. What are your thoughts?
Okay. Ravens, like you said, are favored. They got a lot of stuff going for them. Derrick Henry, they got Lamar Jackson, they got Zay Flowers. But you know what? The Bills are going to do it by 10.
By 10?
Yes, by 10.
Okay.
At home, they'll take the victory.
So that sets up for you, then, a Bills-Chiefs AFC Championship. I don't think you can go wrong with Chiefs-Bills or Chiefs-Ravens. Both of those sound like they'd be tremendous games. We're going to disagree in the NFC, too. We both like the Lions, but I've got the Rams and you've got the Eagles. So both of those would be tremendously fun NFC Championship games to watch, too. So
that was another week of thrilling sports ball picks in the playoffs. Hope you had fun listening to Thing. Anything you want to say?
Yeah, so I was just thinking, if you look right down here in the corner, we got a great spot for a sponsor. I think we should be sponsored.
Yeah.
That would take us to the next level here,
Yeah.
if we got a sponsor. So if you're out there and you want to sponsor us next week, we don't charge very much. I don't know if we charge anything at all, do we?
Maybe 50 cents.
50 cents? Oh, we gotta charge more than that. Otherwise, we look cheap.
$10.
$10. Okay, there you go. If you want to sponsor our sports ball picks next week, Isaac is throwing that out there. $10. It'll go straight to him, not to me. You can sponsor us next week. Wouldn't that be fun?
Yeah.
We'll see if anybody wants to do it.
All right.
Okay. All right. So we hope you guys have an enjoyable time. Again, thanks for watching. I'm Dan. He's Isaac.
Yep.
We'll see you next week.